In the beginning, there was nothing. Then I showed up! What's up, guys? It's UMB Universe, and a few things before we get started with this particular reaction of MLP. First things first, if I do not correct this, I will be damned to hell for all eternity. So, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm sorry for missing the line that I was supposed to listen for in the reaction last week of She Talks to Angel, or whatever the title was. Yes, it's a weird apology, because in the end I did hear the line in my second viewing, because I watched these a second time after the reaction goes up, or at any other point that I feel like rewatching an episode. So it is weird to say I'm sorry for missing a line that I did get, but just not on camera. But it is appropriately so to say sorry, because as a reaction video, you need to have very good reactions, quote unquote. And if you're not having good reactions, it's not a very good reaction video. So if I disappointed you, it is appropriate for me to say sorry, despite it being a really awkward sorry. Because in the end, it's not like the world's gonna blow up or anything like that. You just like seeing me have those types of reactions, those sort of things. So on camera, I have to say that. I also did a thing that I regret to this day for doing. I made it a video, and I'm debating on whether or not if I tacked it on to the beginning of this video, you already know what I'm talking about. If I didn't, just know I did something, and I'm still kind of recovering from it, despite it being like literally a week ago. So that being said, that's one thing. Second thing, I did a reaction to the Interlopers series. For those of you who don't know what Interlopers is an Undertale-related animation series by NCH Productions, and I did a reaction to that. But the problem is, when I did the reaction to that, the audio wasn't working, so I have no audio for that, but I have all the visuals for it, and that sucks. The good news to that is, since I did that reaction first, and I found out through editing that the audio wasn't on, that thanks to this, I'm able to do this. Think about it this way. If I didn't do that reaction and found out that the audio wasn't working for that reaction, it would have been this reaction where I didn't know anything and then I lost all the audio to it. So, in all honesty, there's a good and a bad aspect to it. Well, the good aspect to it is it's not this reaction. I'm looking at the audio right now. It's going up and down. I am being captured. Yay for that. However, that reaction's pretty much moot. I can't upload that. I can do like a dumb commentary over that, but no, not going to do that. The only reason why I went to the Interlopers series is because on Cammy's channel, a new Interlopers battle is going to be Buddy and Char versus Betty, and I definitely wanted to be up to date for that one. So good news is I am up to date for that one. Expect a reaction to that, but I can't show you the Jim Sterling fight, which I really enjoyed. So best I can do for you. Last thing I want to say before getting into the reaction, but hey, you know you have those commentators at the bottom telling you when the reaction starts anyway, so if you want to hear this, you can. I want to say thank you for everyone who is now new to my channel due to the Steve Universe movie, so if you're watching these reactions too, cool. If you're not, hey, you're not here, so I don't have to say anything, but in the end, holy crap, it's been a long time since a reaction like that has gotten that popular. Because it's like striking while the iron's hot. Not many other people were doing reactions to it, and I just happened to upload it at the proper time and stuff like that. I don't really like it getting that popular because, you know, I really don't like it at all. Like, you're just like, but you're a YouTuber, don't you like being... No, to tell you the truth, I'm kind of like the small YouTuber that kind of enjoys only having about 1,000 to 3,000 views. That's my limit, because at least I know most of those are my subscribers, and they know my personality, they know me. When you get, like, tons of views, you get a lot of randos that just don't like you. So, with that being, all that done, I'll talk a little bit more about it at the end of the reaction. Right now, I'm gonna keep my ears open, just in case, you know, just in case there's something just as big in this particular reaction that I'm supposed to listen for, even though I wasn't expecting it whatsoever, which I appreciated those people who were like, it's not like you were actually gonna expect that sort of thing to happen. So, there he goes there. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1, now.
Oh, Spike! Are you in here?
Okay, then.
Hello? Spike?
Whoa, he's busy.
I was starting to think you weren't here. I realize this is last minute, but I've decided on a quick trip to the gem cave. I have an urgent mission to find some faceted iridescence for my new design.
This is iridescence.
I can't think of any pony I'd rather have along than my favorite basket holder slash bodyguard, Spike.
Oh, wow. Whoa, wait. Is this gonna be that episode?
Spike.
Is this gonna be that episode?
Spike. What?
Oh, jeez.
It's almost as if you haven't been listening. Oh,
Yeah.
of course I was, but just to be
I wasn't.
Could you say it all again?
You know, just in case. You know, just.
I was saying
But,
that I had planned on visiting the gem cave.
Oh no! Is that the time?
oh, God. It's that episode. Man, I've been waiting for this for a while.
You're right. This is a bit of a late start, and those gems won't pick themselves.
Rarity. Spike.
The real question is, which basket do you want to hold? The smaller one, right?
It says,
Oh, right.
Spike's
Sorry, Ray. Can I take a rain check on? What was that again?
responsibilities. Ooh.
The gem cave?
Ooh.
Right. Sounds great. But I need to get to the post office before noon.
All right, very funny. Obviously, you get the bigger basket, and I should...
He's gone. Wow.
Spike?
I did not expect an episode. Well, I should have, but I didn't actually. Man. So we're finally getting the episode where Rarity needs to find out that Spike is no longer a spiky wikey, but a Spike with adult matters and responsibilities and, you know, his own thing. He can't wait on her hand and hoof. Hand and hoof. Head and hoof anymore. Whoa. Wow. This is gonna be good. Oh man, season 9. Ending things so properly. I'm really excited for this one. I wonder how this is actually gonna turn out. Like, what's gonna be the quote-unquote lesson? I'm pretty sure Rarity is gonna be the one to have a lesson here.
Understand. For as long as we've known each other, Spike has never turned down an opportunity to join me here. It's his favorite place.
And you're his favorite person.
Ideally, you catch the gems, dear. And a trip to the post office of all places.
Dragon dropped. Who is it?
Maybe you should move closer. And why would Spike need to go to
What?
the post office?
Why are you hyping this up?
By breathing. Breathing, darling.
Did-
Breath mail.
Okay, Applejack. Not the first person I would think you wanted.
Willing to fill in, you could make an attempt to hold the basket the way Spike would.
And how's that?
Spike knows how to keep things quiet so as not to waken the bats.
Oh. Well then.
And he usually follows me closely so no gem ever touches the ground.
Wow.
Ray,
Wow.
Spike's been following you closely since he got to Ponyville. And in case you hadn't noticed, I ain't Spike.
It's like you didn't even care about that particular warning, like, not even a minute ago. Wow.
Hi, Rarity. What's up?
Okay. Jeez, that was fast.
My name? Well, that's a question for Spike. Oh, well, Spike isn't here. I think he's at the post office.
Still? A new dramatic couch? How many of these do you have?
Rarity, what's going on? Spike declined my invitation to the gem cave, and I intend to find out why. That doesn't sound like Spike. Did you two have some sort of fight? A fight? Goodness, Twilight. What in equestria would we fight about? I've had arguments with friends before. It put a real strain on friendships.
Yeah.
Well, certainly.
Take it from her.
I think I'd remember if we had an argument. Maybe you didn't realize it? Do you think you could have done something that unintentionally hurt his feelings? What if I didn't realize what I did? How would I know what I have done when I did it?
Good. Wow, good argument.
I wonder if that's it. It certainly would explain his behavior. I must apologize.
For what?
That's hardly the point.
It's just the fact that I apologize.
Wikey, wikey. Let's go for a grand gesture.
Well, I admire her spirit.
Good talk.
Yeah, now you have that.
Wow! That's a big crate of stuff you're mailing.
Okay.
Mailing it. Then why are you pushing it into the post office?
Like, mailing people do.
Friends worked at the Ponyville post office? Oh,
Okay.
The official mail carrier of Griffinstone, Gabby Griffin.
I'm happy that you were constantly going to the post office, so I get to see my favorite pony all the time, so that's great.
Therefore apologizing to Spike.
Hmm.
Oh, Spike was just here. He went to go make us a... That's perfect. It'll give me a chance to practice. You stand there and tell me if I hit the right apologetic notes.
I don't think that's how that works, but,
Darling, I don't see why that matters.
oh god.
And that is why I simply cannot bear the thought of having hurt you. And even though I don't know what it is that I did, I want you to know that it doesn't matter. Because I'm prepared to do anything to make it right.
Oscar award
Oh, sorry.
winning.
I said that sure sounds genuine.
Not at all, but...
Sounds genuine. It is genuine.
Where it is? What are you doing?
Obviously,
Sounds.
I'm my apology to you, Spike. I don't know how I could be more genuine. I mean,
I'm serious, like, they're having so much fun with these unique faces.
I am so sorry.
Jesus.
Please forgive me. You have to forgive me. I don't know what I did or why you are mad at me. Just please, can you forgive me? Please.
I forgive you. I just don't know why you're apologizing.
Of course I forgive you, but
Man.
what are you apologizing for?
Hardly think that
Why
matters.
does every pony keep harping on that? Wait, don't you know?
No.
No, I'm not mad at you about anything.
But I don't understand. If you're not upset with me, why in Equestria would you refuse to go to the gem cave?
Because I had other plans?
Busy. There you go. What's the hood for? He's helping other people. He's been doing this since the beginning of the series.
Gabby and I are sort of pen pals.
Yeah, I love Gabby. I just wish I could always remember her name.
Because Griffinstone get cutie marks, so Princess Twilight had Spike send a bunch of letters off to Griffinstone about the first Griffin ever to get a cutie mark, which I really didn't have.
Gabby wrote back explaining things, and after that we just started writing back and forth.
Turns out we have a lot in common. We both come from cultures that don't have the friendliest of reputations.
And we're both in the message sending business.
Okay.
I wish I could send scrolls with my breath.
I bet a lot of people wish they could do that.
Yes. Now I understand why you didn't come to the gem cave.
Yes.
Having a friend in town is a rare treat. Look, since you're busy today, maybe we can do something tomorrow. Fabric shopping? I know how you love to pick out the colors.
Here we go.
Actually, now that there's a Griffin at Twilight School, Gabby's here all the time.
Grandpa Grump asked for a lot of updates about how Gallus is doing. Speaking of which, I better get going.
You're being challenged.
Well, all right, you two fly along. I'm sure Spike and I can do something some other...
Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh.
time?
Oh man. I wonder how this is actually going to be portrayed. I have no clue.
I cannot decide which shade of purple is the most royal.
I'd go with the top.
There's the pink. How will I ever choose? Too bad Spike's not here. I bet he could help you narrow it down.
Tell you the truth, you should have brought Fluttershy for the gem hunting because she's quiet. And you should have brought Applejack because I believe she has more leg strength than Rainbow. But here we go with the montage song of all the times they spent together. Or the montage in general. Are you jipping me? Oh man, I almost have to face the wrath of Rarity. Wow. What were you, what? Okay, so it's a before and after type of thing. Still being a papule though. That... I will say, I don't know how many days are quote-unquote going by as this is happening. If not, this is just all one day. I don't know how to feel bad. Like, that's just it. I feel bad, but I don't know how to feel bad. You know what I mean? No? I didn't expect you to.
Could you bring the pincushion a little closer, dear? I suppose now that Spike's always so busy with Gabby, I'm just now realizing how much his presence has meant to me over the years.
Look, I'm not a stickler, but can't you just use your...
Closer, darling. I don't want to prick you.
Can't you just
I have to admit
move it?
everything feels a bit
Why doesn't it have to be away like... Whatever.
too close.
There we go. Probably would have brought Twilight because she's all about being organized.
Thank you for trying. I'm just accustomed to the help of a small, highly attentive dragon.
Maybe you should let Spike know how grateful you are for everything he's done for you.
That would probably help, but I'm pretty sure Spike is well aware of how grateful she is. It's just, he has other things to do. This is not the proper way to do it.
Oh, I am sorry, Spike.
What is up with this show and getting creepy sometimes? Jesus.
What are you doing here?
Why?
I realize it's late, or rather early, but I have a surprise, and I just couldn't wait to share it. The great gem crevasse of the Crystal Mountains.
Whoa.
It is only accessible once a year, and I thought a little day trip would make a wonderful thank you for all the help you've given me over the years.
Years. Yeah.
But I'm supposed to meet Gabby today for her rounds.
I see.
I see. Gabby's more important than me.
There's always next year.
I understand.
You know what? I'll just write her a note.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Man, Spike. Wow. I have to say, like, Spike is like,
Wow. You weren't kidding. The gem crevasse was amazing. I'll be snacking on these for a week.
What did I tell you?
or at least a few days.
Hey, Spike.
Oh, hey, Gab.
You won't believe where I went today.
Actually, I think I will. I got your scroll. The great gem crevasse sounds a lot better than doing my rounds. Wow, it was definitely better. I gotta get back to Griffinstone, but you have to tell me all about the crevasse tomorrow.
Absolutely.
I'm so happy. Gabby and him really have grown in a big friendship. It's great.
Okay, start from the beginning because I want to hear everything.
Well, to get to the crevasse, you have to climb across a rope bridge because the air's too thin to fly.
Wow.
That is amazing.
Watch yourself.
Whoa!
Sorry, Rarity.
Oh, no apology necessary, Spike. In fact, I was just looking for you.
You were? Why?
Because I just acquired bees.
Are we gonna keep?
Passes to Power Pony Palooza for today?
I know we just went to the crevasse, but I feel I've barely scratched the surface of expressing my gratitude for all you do.
Well, of course I want to go. That'll be 2 days in a row we haven't hung out.
Are you kidding? It's Power Pony Palooza. You have to go. And now you'll have 2 things to tell me about.
Okay, come on, Rarity, let's go.
From the hangout to hangout ratio, Rarity, he spent years with you. Him and Gabby probably have been around for like, what, a few months? That's me highballing it to a few weeks.
I had no idea how much walking there is at a Power Pony convention.
Oh, trust me, conventions are all about stamina, man.
I know I told Gabby we'd hang out tomorrow, but I might need the whole day to rest.
I know what you mean. Perhaps you could just send her another note.
Geez, Rarity. This is...
I think maybe you're right.
Honestly, I might need to spend tomorrow putting my hooves up as well.
You're really getting really close to yandere territory. I don't like that.
I hadn't counted on Power Pony Palooza being quite so draining, but I thought we might spend the day recuperating together.
No way. Ogres and oubliettes.
Are you serious?
But I know how much you enjoy it, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity for you to teach me the game.
Oh man, Rarity. I don't know how to express how awkward I feel right now when it comes to this situation.
I figured I'd come by before my rounds with a bowl of energizing turnip soup.
Stop. Stop it. Ow. Why?
Can Princess Schmarity use her shield of the coiffure to defend herself from the purveyor of poor color coordination? She can try.
Stop it.
Success! Schmarity's shield holds against the
This is-
monster's attack.
Look.
And that bike?
Whenever I say stop like that, it's because you're getting too real into actual real-life territory in my life.
You were too tired to do anything today. But I guess you were just too tired to do anything with me.
No, that's not true. I can come with you on your rounds right now.
I don't think so, Spike. Maybe I'll just handle the rounds on my own from now on.
Not the turnip soup.
Ooh! Princess Schmarity uses her prismatic beam to change that poor monster's color to a more pleasing shade of purple.
Ah. All right. We're all getting that episode in this season, aren't we?
Or Prince.
Prince, I guess. You already have a lot of solid colors.
You're so right. Prince it is. So nice to have you back, Spike. Although, I hope you're able to reconcile with Gabby.
Ah, that's stop. Stop. It's just sitting there now.
Sure she doesn't want to.
Oh. It's like no one in this series likes to notice just how miserable you're making a person until it's too late, huh? This happens a lot, it seems. Like, okay, let's compare this to the moment where Pinkie Pie is being very depressed.
Day together, Spike.
This is 100 times better. Better executed.
I've never seen Spike this sad before.
Look at Twilight looking at her surrogate son.
Yes, well, perhaps he's still just tired from Power Pony Palooza.
I don't think that's it.
Well, I suppose it's possible it could have something to do with
Rarity, stop.
Gabby not wanting to spend time with him anymore.
What?
Seriously?
I thought the two of them were hanging out all the time.
They were. Honestly, it took everything I had to convince him to spend any time with me at all. But between Crystal Gem crevasses, Power Pony conventions, and a marathon game of O&O, I managed to get some time in.
It sounds like you made sure he didn't have any time to spend with Gabby at all.
What?
Good on you, Twilight.
Certainly did not. Well, I suppose I may have monopolized him a teeny bit.
I like how she used that word.
I've just grown so used to having Spikey Wikey around. I wasn't prepared for how much I'd miss him when he wasn't.
Friendships change, but just because Spike made a new friend doesn't mean he stops being yours.
I know, but now I have to share him. Which I suppose I'll have to get used to. Right after I fix this mess I've made.
Now you have two.
Good talk.
Oh my god. Sooner or later, Derpy, you'll take over this entire universe.
Is all this stuff for Spike again? Wouldn't it be easier to just give it to him?
And why are you even here?
Jesus Christ.
I'm here to apologize, actually. More to confess. And all of this stuff isn't for Spike. It's the evidence against me. Evidence? For what? For my acts of utter selfishness. I don't understand.
You're confusing me. Please stop.
Are the reasons I used to lure Spike into spending as much time with me as possible.
So serious.
You did?
Rarity? What are you doing?
Well, obviously I'm apologizing to Gabby so the two of you can renew your friendship, Spike. Now please, even if you can't forgive me, you simply must forgive Spike!
Jesus Christ. You and your
I actually
attentiveness.
owe you an apology too.
There you go.
You apologize a lot.
Apparently, especially this episode.
I wish I didn't need to. But the more time you two spent together, the more I missed my time with Spike, and the more I used every means at my disposal to get it back. I am truly sorry.
You really miss spending time with me?
Of course. I have to say, after not hanging out with you, I understand why.
You're awesome.
Awesome. I know what it's like to miss that now too.
So,
Spike is really awesome.
Maybe we could start hanging out again.
Like, straight up.
Absolutely.
I don't suppose you'd like some company on your rounds right now.
Yeah.
I sure would. Wonderful. I can't tell you how pleased I am that the two of you have
And they're gone.
reconciled. I suppose Twilight is right. Friendships do change. Of course, Spike and I will always be friends, and I can get used to sharing him.
Why not Mod?
Sorry.
Wrong pie.
I want to drop another one and wake the bats.
Why? You got the wrong pie. Get Mod.
The basket is for.
Wow, you two need to be a lot quieter.
Spike! How wonderful to see you!
Quiet.
Yeah, Gabby and I had a great day. But I always still want my rarity time.
Oh, so that's how it works.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Like, okay, well, did not. All right, okay. Basically, I have to say this is a nice episode to give a guy like me who liked the dynamic between Rarity and Spike a lot watching this series. It's very weird. Look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. It's very hard for me to really talk about this episode because there are a lot of people out there that like Rarity x Spike things, and I'm the type of guy who doesn't care about shipping at all. Like, period. I'm looking at this episode as a pure friend dynamic, but I know some people will look at it in that sort of way. So I want to try to cover both bases to see where they're coming from in their mindset when probably looking at this episode, because Spike is an awesome dude. I remember back in the day, a long time ago, where Spike was the butt of a joke, and everything about Spike was all about like crapping on him as much as possible sometimes in the first season, in the first few seasons. Now obviously you had people like me. I think I was one of them. I have no clue. It was a long time ago. I think I was one of them who just saw Spike as who he was, and I was just a kid who was just learning and developing. And now it's impossible to try to say, man, I hate that Spike episode. This Spike episode really put a damper on Spike's character. I don't like this Spike episode. Man, another bad Spike episode. Tell me, have we had another bad Spike episode in a while? No, every single Spike episode has either been extremely well put together, or some minor hiccups here and there, like the Thorax and Ember one they had. A little bit of a hiccup, that one, but it was still a good Spike episode. Spike has evolved into a primary quintessential character, and I like how this episode pretty much makes it so that he is just along for the ride, and just essentially has two girls fighting over him, weirdly enough. Obviously, Gabby was not quote-unquote fighting, but you know what I mean. Like, Rarity, at this point, it goes on, she appreciates him, both in company, and sees him as a good friend to be around. But there's a part of me that just can't help but look at her actions towards Spike as master and slave, okay? It is very hard for me to at least not have a single smidget of that in the back of my mind, but obviously the other thing overtakes that heavily. And to have Rarity both be so desperate to keep Spike's affection after all the years of hanging out with him, using him as a gem tester, see if they're probably good gems, and a pack mule most of the time. It still sees that's the dynamic that Spike is used to. Dude uses himself as a pincushion. I remember that at one point. He's perfectly fine with having this sort of relationship with her. It's okay. But as soon as that dynamic is faltered, it didn't get faltered with Ember, because Ember is not as usually around as shown, because she has to go back to the Dragon Kingdom. It's not with Thorax, because now Thorax has his own kingdom, but Gabby is the first new mainline friend that Spike can hang out with now that she moved down here with Ponyville thanks to the school. So you would also think like Smolder would also do that, because him and Smolder have been hanging out a little bit too. So it's like that sort of thing. But now Gabby truly is someone who takes Spike's time. and that time is now taken away from Rarity. Now, how I thought they were gonna handle it is now Gabby and Spike are now gonna be hanging out with Rarity, so he has time for both of them. But no, it seems as though that Spike can now make a good schedule for both Rarity and Gabby, and I like that. Now, Gabby as a character, I really missed her. I also liked her upbeat personality, considering that the only other Griffins, aside from the School 6 Griffin, is Griffins who are either very crass and uppity and angry most of the time. I just thought Gabby is just like the complete and utter polar opposite of that, and she's just a great character all around. So hopefully we do get to see a little bit more of her, you know, as the last few episodes go on. I wish I could say, I wish I could still say that I can't wait till next season, and so she's incorporated more into. There is no next season, so. Oh, and we're getting close. We're getting close. This is what, episode 19. We're getting close to the final stretch. Final stretch here, and yeah. So. All in all, I like this episode. It really tackles a dynamic of kind of like a little bit of what Angel had to learn in the last episode. Angel kept looking at Fluttershy as this is my beacon. You are the person. I need your attention, all of your attention. And if you dilute your attention from me, I get uppity, and I want to see if I can get that attention back. And then he had to learn by walking in her shoes about how important it is to take care of all these other animals and stuff, and that's how he had to learn that he needs to find other friends. But in this case, it's like the other way around, where Rarity sees that someone else's attention is getting diluted from her, and that she's trying to get Spike back, and just completely and utterly doesn't care about anyone else who probably wants to hang out with Spike too. So, for all the people who did the whole trying to get on me about how I don't like Angel and how he acted that way, I guess this would have been a better way to actually incorporate the whole you don't need to learning a lesson. See how oh man, obviously there was a few differences, but all in all, generally around the same kind of lesson they both had to learn. So yeah. And this time Rarity didn't have to switch bodies with Spike. That would be very weird. Actually, I think that would be more weird than Angel getting Fluttershy's body in every regard. But there you go. Didn't have to do that. So, yeah. I think that's pretty much all I gotta say for this episode. Pretty good. High on the list of development, I gotta say. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, this is your 1B Universe. I'll see you again next time.